Hello, this is the verse of the day for actual Christmas Day, December the 25th, as you can see. Yeah. And this one is from Isaiah 9 through 6. Isaiah is a prophet in the Old Testament, which is the first part of the Bible. Um, the the books are sectioned off. Many of them are titled by the name of the prophet wrote, the prophet who was in a relationship with God, so much so that they could hear from God and get the message that God wanted to tell the world. That's what God really wants to develop in you and me. He wants to be able to have such a strong relationship that he can tell you what he wants to do and you know it's his voice and then you do it. And it's always going to be for the purpose of promoting the kingdom of heaven and getting lives changed and to get people to repent of their sins, etc. So, Isaiah 9 through 6. Isaiah was definitely a prophet who God could share his messages with, so he could go out and tell the people and get their lives changed. So let's see what it's going to be about. Isaiah 9 through 6. I mean 9 6. It's loading up. Let me go back. I'm going to read the whole thing to get this specific verse. It's called A New Day is Coming. But there will be an end to the gloom those people suffered. In the past, people thought the land of Zebulun and Naphtali was not important. But later, that land will be honored. The land along the sea, the land east of the Jordan River and Galilee, where people from other nations lived. Those people lived in darkness, but they will see a great light. They lived in a place as dark as death, but a great light will shine on them. God, you will make the nation grow, and you will make the people happy. They will rejoice in your presence as they do at harvest time. It will be like the joy when people take their share of things they have won in war. That will happen because you will lift the heavy yoke off their shoulders and take away their heavy burden. You will take away the rod that the enemy used to punish your people, as you did when you defeated Midian. Every boot that marched in battle, and every uniform stained with blood will be destroyed and thrown into the fire. This will happen when the special child is born. God will give us a son who will be responsible for leading the people. His name will be Wonderful Counselor, Powerful God, Father who lives forever, Prince of Peace. His power will continue to grow, and there will be peace without end. This will establish him as the king sitting on David's throne and ruling his kingdom. He will rule with goodness and justice forever and ever. The strong love that the Lord All-Powerful has for his people will make this happen. So there you have it. It says it was titled A New Day is Coming, and that's all that he's talking about. This is Isaiah. This is before Jesus Christ is even born in the Bible. But he says prophesying. That's why he's a prophet, because he prophesies and calls out what's to be in the future. And he starts saying that there's going to be a time where there's going to be a child born who can lift the weights of everybody and free everybody from the sins that load them down by darkness. And instead of that dark, it's now going to be light. And he's going to be called the Wonderful High Counselor, Prince of Peace, those things. And those are all titles for Jesus Christ. I can say that that relates to our lives, that if you need counseling, this is the best way to get it, the Bible. I mean, it's straightforward information that can help you in any situation. Um, Many people like to go out and spend their money on counselor sessions, sometimes just for the promotion of it, to go back to their friends and say, it's a new thing they've done. Some people like to do trends. So if they hear of one person going to a counselor or see it on TV, then they go themselves to the counselor and say, "Oh, I went to a counselor," when, you know, God could have helped you with anything. So, if you want free counseling, here it is in the Bible. You can get your mind set straight. You can see what's best to do for your life, all that stuff, because Christ is the high counselor. And all his word does is counsel you. Prince of Peace, that's all God wants for our lives, peace. And that's what Christ has come to give us, peace, because we have that recklessness in ourselves if we're not following godly ways. And that our own path usually leads to destruction. And like I talked a few days ago about, your mentality, what's your thoughts. Also, if you're walking in the darkness, you're gonna definitely have those thoughts in you that are tearing you down. And to combat that, you need some peace in yourself. To combat that and get that peace that you need and that God gives you through Christ, you need to just address each of those thoughts and say, hey, why am I thinking this? That's not supposed to be a part of me. And slowly by slowly, you water those thoughts down and ultimately kick that evil out of you. You should have some peace inside yourself, not just only on the outside. Yeah, this is just the whole prediction of Jesus Christ's birth. And this is the perfect verse for today because this is the message for Christmas Day, which is actually yesterday, but I'm doing Christmas's message today. So I'm gonna just get to the specific verse of the day. Is Isaiah 5, Isaiah 9 through 6. Why do I keep saying through? Isaiah 9, 6. It always makes me laugh when I hear this. If a preacher's teaching says, Isaiah, he might say Isaiah, number 9, number 6. The word, slipping the word number in there is just silly. It sounds funny to me. But, that's the way to say it, Isaiah 9, 6. So I'm searching while I'm blabbing. Okay. It was the same verse that I talked about, that I pointed to. This will happen when the special child is born. God will give us a son who will be responsible for leading the people. His name will be Wonderful Counselor, Powerful God, Father who lives forever, Prince of Peace. His power, and that's it. That's the verse of the day. And it's self-explanatory. Jesus Christ is that son that he's predicting to be born. Isaiah was definitely a prophet in touch with God because unless what you say comes true, you're no prophet. You're just, you're working out your own ideas and your own intentions. But he definitely predicted the future that Christ would come, which Christ eventually did. On this day, if any prophet was speaking, he'd be talking about the things that are in Revelation, how Christ is to return, etc. That kind of thing. So with that, not much more to talk on. I might as well just go and do today's actual message. So check out the next video. Have a good day.